Yeah, I think somebody forgot to get in, or Flagman had to go get him some beer or something, but it looks like they're starting to line back up on the starting grid, and we're going to try this one more time.
I'm going to get this one refired one more time and get going for 114 laps around this Atlanta Motor Speedway. We will see some 2 and maybe some 3 wide racing once these guys get those motors fired here in about 13 seconds time. Once again, glad you could be with us here on RLMtv. TTRacing Leagues Sunday Stock Series, one of the 4 divisions they run over here at TTRacingLeague.com. Let's go down for the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
So we're going to try this pace lap thing one more time as these guys will get the green flag at 1.5 miles. As we mentioned, Jay, 4 divisions that these guys run week in and week out. We've seen the Pepsi Grand National Division here before on RLMtv, the current points leader over there, Jimmy North. The Friday Short Track Series, Chris Carroll leading the points in that one. The Saturday Rolling Thunder Trucks led by Rusty Grant. And, of course, this series led by Tim Beard. So 4 very competitive divisions. If you're looking to get involved in some great NASCAR racing 2003 season series, head over to TTRacingLeague.com.
Oh, yeah. Anything you can kind of get into, this series has them. They run a wide variety of series, as you said. Awesome races in all of them. One kind of a change of pace. The Friday night series kind of runs it a little differently than what everybody's used to. They do actually do the heat races and everything like that. Awesome place to race at if you're looking to have some fun.
So let's try this. Start again. Michael Sharp on the inside, Matt Morgan on the outside. Going to lead this field to green for the first of 114 laps around this Atlanta Motor Speedway. And this track lends itself to, as Joe Cortez said, fast speeds and 2-3 wide racing, and we're about to get ready to see it. Pace car is in. Michael Sharp in the 300, going to lead this field to green. Waiting for the flag man to let the green go. There it goes. We're underway for the first time in the TT Sunday Stock Series at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Looks like Michael Sharp got the jump, and Matt Morgan is fighting hard on that outside. I wonder if we're going to see it throughout this out of racing, if that outside's going to come into play, as Matt Morgan, just as I said, Matt Morgan gets an awesome run out of 2 to take. Looks like he's going to have the lead going into 3 of those still side by side, the front 4.
Looks like the outside has the advantage so far, with Morgan in the 12 car holding that advantage. He's going to take full possession of the lead. Sharp back to second for the time being. Doesn't look like he's going to put that car down low going into corner number 1. Bradley and Hessler in the 08 sit in this 4-car battle for the lead, working at a corner number 2.
Looks like this front of this field is starting to kind of file down. Looks like we're getting single file throughout this field. Got side-by-side action between Greg Reynolds and Greg Artlip. The Greg's going at it there in the back for the 11th spot.
These guys wasting no time getting at it. Hester in the 08 now working on the back end of the 300 of Michael Sharp. Now a 3-car battle for the lead, as it looks like. They're a 3-car battle for second, as it looks like Bradley and Sharp have kind of separated themselves from the battle for the lead, or Matt Morgan separated himself from the battle for second place, as Sharp continues to hold off Bradley and Hester at a corner number 4.
It looks like Morgan's starting to get a little bit of a lead there at the beginning of this event. Looks like his car's hooked up and riding. Like you said, this is a fixed setup. Everybody's kind of equaled out car setup-wise, but driving style, it all comes big in play. As looks like Morgan's got a 3-4, almost 5-car lead here around the field.
Hester in that 08 has been trying the outside line at a corner number 2. He tried it the last time by, couldn't seem to get up beside Bradley in the 55. Bradley running a lower line around this racetrack. Now the 08 through the tri-oval, trying to go down low in the 55, but can't seem to get up beside to make that move stick. Going through corners 1 and 2, he continues to close in, but can't do anything with the 55 in front of them as they go down the back straightaway. It looks like Whitesides might have his hands full in a few moments with Rory Sharp.
Terry Bradley, it looks like he's taking the second spot, as Michael Sharp's kind of dropping back here a little bit beginning. Joe, you down there on pit road, you hear anything about what's going on with Sharp?
I'm
sitting in Michael Sharp's pit box, and what his chief is saying is it looks like his setup's a little bit loose. So they've had ample time to practice on this fixed setup. There's nothing he can do about it, so he's just got to kind of work through it, hope the car works itself out. We've only been through 6 laps, so these tires are still warming up. Once these Goodyears get good to go, and what I'm hearing from Michael Sharp's pit crew, his pit boss says once the tires are hot, these are going to be a hot car to beat.
Hester now starts to work on the inside of the 55 of Terry Bradley, and this would be the time to test that setup. If you're looking to push that setup a little bit harder, this would be the time to do it as Hester moves up high. Looks like he's got the 55 on the inside line, side-by-side battle down the back straightaway. Can he hold it through the corner? It looks like that high line momentum is sticking for that 08, trying to use the high line around to try to get to second place, and it looks like he might have it at the line. Oh, it was close between them. I think the 08 might have that position.
At the beginning of this race, that top 4 kind of broke away from the field a little bit, but with these 3 cars battling for the second position, Jack Whiteside able to kind of close up on him. Roy Sharp and Jay Gardner was coming too. It looks like we're about ready to have a 6-car battle, for the second spot here very shortly.
And while this second-place battle is happening, the 12 of Matt Morgan is pulling away from the rest of this field. 1.2 seconds is now 1.1 seconds between himself and Terry Bradley in the 55, who runs in position number 2. Working through corners 1 and 2, down the back straightaway this time. The 08 continues to chase that 55 for position number 2. But as you mentioned, Jay, a lot of strong competition behind them. The 08 looking underneath the 55 now. Can he make the move on the low line? 08 looking racy through corner number 4. Looks like he's going to take the position. Now here comes the 300.
I was like, the 300 is looking over Bradley, trying to take away that third position, as Jack Whiteside kind of pushes up a little bit. Roy Sharp probably ain't going to be able to get underneath of him, as they got a little bit of a breakaway on the eighth position of Wayne Settle.
Looks like that 300 car of Michael Sharp drove that car way deep into corner number 4, trying to duplicate the same pass that the 08 did. It looks like the 300 going to try to work underneath the 55. Now he's got the fender there. He's got the whole car there working down into corner number 1. Can he complete the low line pass to get himself back up in the top 3? Yes, he can. 55 continues to work up high. Can he get down before Whitesides gets there? Yes, he can. Whitesides, though, looking very racy. He wants 4th place.
Back in the back a little bit, the second group of cars, you got Guy Bush kind of stuck in the middle of this field. He's up into 11th position, trying to make his way through the field. Momentum is so big here. I watched him last lap. He had a good run on the outside, and then the car jumped up there, had to brake, let off the gas, break his momentum a little bit, and fell back to the back of this group. He's coming back up through this field. Look to see right on the 17 Crown Royals Ford up towards the front here before shortly.
Another battle starting to shape up here at the back half of this first pack. Rory Sharp in the 377 is up high. He's going to surrender the position to Jerry Gardner in the number 40. So move that number 40 up to position number 6 as we have 6 cars checked out in this, what is second pack. Your leader is in a league of his own right now. Matt Morgan in the 12, out by 1.3 seconds on the rest of this field. 13 laps will be completed next time by Joe Cortez. These guys are running the 2X pit. What are they looking at for a fuel mileage standpoint if these guys continue to go green?
If we continue to see green flag racing, they're not going to be worried so much about the fuel run as going to be worried about the tires. Fuel run's okay. Fuel run you can probably make about 40, 43 if you sit in the Gulfstream. But tires are the big thing here, guys. If you do not hold on to your tires, if you do not change them on a regular basis, you will end up in the wall. You're going to have to call Houston to make sure you have clearance for takeoff. So at about lap 30, start looking for guys that they're off the hand, trying to get in that pit road so they can get some new tires and stay competitive out in the racetrack.
Terry Bradley might need some new tires in a few moments' time. That 55 falling like a rock. It looks like, who's that? Rory Sharp in the 377 working down low on the 55. 55 back to 7th place now.
Oh yeah, with these cars with this 2 times tire wear and fuel wear, you drive that, you overshoot a turn, go 1 lap. If you overshoot 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, your tires are pretty much done until you get pitted. Right now, Bradley's just kind of holding on, trying not to lose too many spots, just waiting and praying for either that yellow or those green flag pit stops to come around and get some fresh rubber.
Battle for second.